Peggy 16.
Suspending my husband was bound to happen after what he did to Jerry. Asking for his firing, however, is crossing a line, Power Surge. You've made an enemy now, and his restraints, which I hold, are about to slip. You think he isn't able to call shots and make things work even while he isn't there? You'd be mistaken. You called the outlaws out, with no proof of them being the ones attacking people. Each week, they have been seen on camera entering and exiting the building they've had matches in. Think of it this way. Doomslayer has been backing them up, saying be careful for what you ask for. I'd listen to Doomslayer. I'd listen to the tweets from Earth 717. And I'd start to look at others, such as Jaunt, Tristram, Aiden Zero, who hasn't been seen. That flash drive was very telling of who you'll be dealing with. And I can tell from the way they spoke it, it wasn't any of my boys.
Good evening, Multiverse! And welcome to another exciting episode of MNW Warzone. I'm your host, Warzone General Manager Jerry Aldini, and it's gonna be a night, folks. I can already tell it's gonna be a night. You heard from Evie Markov at the top of the show, and we're going to be hearing more. But while that's going on, and while we're getting ready for our final pay-per-view of the year, Millennial Dragon, on December 17th, we're going to be having a lot of championship action, including tonight, your main event. Juan Chance will have his first title defense of the TTV Championship against the Murder Cave's Chaz Lee. But if that wasn't enough, the Living Nightmare Necrom will be defending the Underworld Championship against who? Well, I don't want to spoil all the surprises. And we are also going to be having so much more action, but in the interest of peace, I am letting someone come to the ring. I'm gonna regret this. I just know I'm gonna regret it. Letting CJR Killer come to the ring to address the crowd. There we go. Now, I don't know if you all were listening to Evie at the top of the show. First off, everyone should be listening to Evie. That's just what a smart person does. But that's beside the point. But not really, because the point is, I can promise you that in Theron's absence, the Outlaws are still going to kick ass. And like Evie said, Power Surge's claim that mysterious attacker is in league with us. Alright, there's a number of reasons that's stupid. Evie pointed out most of them, but I'll add a really important one, and that is the Outlaws do their own dirty work. We're who you outsource dirty work to. So if we want to get in your face, we're gonna be the ones to get in your face. Ain't that right, Nakano? Getting into people's faces is what we do, like that little punk Power Surge. Oh, do you think I'm being threatening? No, this isn't a threat. This is telling Jerry he might want to get his cameras aimed backstage right about now and see what the hell's going on in his own damn arena. What are you waiting for, Aldini? Power Surge might not be conscious by the time you get some cameras back there. Holy shit! Nakano is attacking Power Surge! Well, you know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Outlaws are bastards, dirty fighters, and, if we're being honest, criminals. What they aren't is liars. Which I hate to admit means CJR is probably right that the Interloper's not one of them because they claim credit. But Power Surge did point out that the Outlaws do seem to be benefiting from these attacks. Oh, chair shot to the back. Oh, Hurricanrana takedown. Oh. Power Surge is getting attacked, but giving back. Oh, and the arm drag takedown on the Crimson Delinquent. But Nakano back. Oh, what's Nakano planning? Oh, well. And they are locked up again and again. Strong assaults from Power Surge of Hero Time. Oh, the knees. The knees were up. And it is going back and forth. Now, getting him in a headlock now. If you ask the Outlaws, I'm not saying you should, because you really don't want to get that close to them. You got to know what you're doing. It's not like we didn't get a warning. Evie warned us at the top of the show, and then CJR came out and announced the attack. And of course, if you're wondering, yeah, CJR left the ring as soon as, yeah, I guess his work was done. Oh, innovative catch of that kick by Power Surge. Oh, right in the gut. And throwing Nakano. Power Surge is now bringing him over. What's his plan? I guess he likes the lighting better over here. Oh, or he wanted room to do this. Oh! Against those crates. And oh! And now Power Surge going up top. Oh, didn't like the distance there. And unfortunately, that cost him. Oh, it looks like not gonna. Oh, the disrespect! Wrenched his arm and then the slap, and now a knee to the face. And he is preparing. He's got that. Oh, I was gonna say he's got the kendo stick, but he didn't get a chance to use it. Bringing Power Surge back to the more open area. Oh! Bridging suplex. Oh! Good kick to the gullet by Power Surge. And a senton. And camera. Get... The car is blocking the shot. I swear the cameraman sometimes. And Power Surge getting back to the top. And, well, shades of Theron himself grabbing a baseball bat. Oh, right in the noggin. Oh, and a flying kick to the face. And now Nakano with the kendo stick. Oh, now some abuse of his own. I think he just busted Power Surge open. Oh, missed him, and that's the unforgiving concrete there. Oh, whatever that was, it didn't sound good. I couldn't see it, unfortunately. And now with a shovel. Oh, right in the gut, and oh, knee to the face. And now he's getting a garbage can. I didn't like it. I think it's because it hasn't been. It's been cleaned out. Janitorial got to it. Now what's he getting for what? a stop sign. And he's waiting for Power Surge. Oh! And that might not have been a good plan with that Hurricanrana. And the Power Surge! And now Power Surge has the stops. Oh, but doesn't get to use it before it's knocked out of his hands. And down goes the Crimson Delinquent. Oh, right in the back. This one has just been going back and forth. These two are very evenly matched. Oh, knee to the face. And a suplex on the concrete. Looks like Nakano he's hitting him, but he's also feeling the effects. I think both of these guys are going to need medical attention after this. Oh! Right in the power outlets. And another bridging suplex. Power Surge, but Nakano seems pretty gassed himself. Well, and let that be a lesson to everyone. Never doubt that just because you can't see an outlaw doesn't mean he's not got his influence about. So hopefully right now medical crews are heading back, honestly, to check on both of them. We'll let you know what state they're in, but I think we're gonna have to wait till a medical report next week. In the meanwhile, folks, it's going to sound weird after what we just saw, but we still have to get to our first match. You know, actual wrestling. And this first match, well, there's been a bit of a feud going on in the world of lucha. Before I get to that, apparently we're getting told there's a social media post by Nakano Kirishima saying that feeling when you have too many metal objects to choose from to hit someone with. That's a very Nakano post if I've ever seen one. Anyway, World of Lucha at Multivania, El Albatros won the Mega Money in the Big Bank briefcase, which he can cash in at any time for a shot at the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. But he has been challenged for ownership of that briefcase by the wide bastard Minuano. And so Minuano and not just Albatros, but all of Los Villanos Ingobernables have been jabbing back and forth at each other ever since. So tonight in your opening match, we're going to finally have an actual match. Not Minuano versus El Albatros for the briefcase, but still a match with repercussions on that scene. And with all of that said, let's head to ringside.
Your opening match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Minuano.
He is the wide bastard. Minuano, who relatively new still to MNW, but here long enough that he is now wanting to take his game to the next level. And that level he wants is the Mega Money in the Big Bank briefcase, which is just one short step to the highest prize in our business, currently held by TJ the Mint Gable. But to get that, he's got to convince El Albatros to put it up. And Alba has said that Minuano hasn't proven himself enough yet. So maybe this match will do that.
And introducing their opponent, Strongman Bell.
And the scion of the Bell family being joined at ringside by El Albatros and Ignacio Cervantes. So Minuano's getting a chance to get one of Alba's teammates, but there's always with that knowledge that the numbers game tonight is not in his favor. There they are. Oh, and the wide bastard comes out strong. But Strongman Bell, experienced wrestler that he is, although I gotta say, it's really weird to be in a luchador match and not have Strongman be the largest person in the match. Oh, and a face plant. down on the knee. Oh, that was just a little too much. Meanwhile, up Cervantes. Little distraction. Wrench in the arm. Now the question is, will that distraction help or not? Brutal work by the wide bastard. And now lifting Strongman up and off of the ring apron. Oh, and into the steps. And back into the ring goes Minwanu. Up to a 5 count. And Bell back in the ring and immediately, punches in DDT. And Strongman showing he is not intimidated by anyone, not even somebody the size of Minwanu. And another slam down. Oh, and while Bell's holding him, Ignacio is, well, let's be honest, it's Ignacio. Normally you'd say, oh, is he talking shit? It's Ignacio. He could just be confusing the hell out of him. And probably with something involving nachos. And over the top. And tope suicida. Well, actually, I think there's another name for that particular move, but I don't know it. Have to ask Eric Generickson sometime. Oh! Comes again. We're up to a 6 count. Now it's at 7. Oh, against the... Guys, we're up to an 8 count. And just barely beating the count. On, slamming him down. And bringing him up again. Oh, Minwanu pushing him out of the way. Belly to belly. Oh. These two are now just going back and forth. DDT. And now Strongman going uptown. Oh, shoulder block from all the way uptown. Bringing the wide bastard back up to his feet. And bouncing him off the barricade. Into the ring. I was going to go, is it going to be Galaxy Brain time? No! Oh! Arm drag takedown from uptown. And of course, resetting the count. This match has spent more time out of the ring than in it. And down goes Bell. Up to a 6 count. Bringing him back to, wait. Oh, didn't get a chance to bring him in the ring.
And your winner. Oh, here's the result of countout. It is a draw.
Folks, they were more interested in beating the hell out of each other than they were winning the match. Which tells me that this is going to be an ongoing thing. But the question remains, will any of this lead to anything? Well, I guess time will tell. For now, well, we've got more stuff to get to. And when I say more stuff to get to, I mean we've got somebody else wanting to come to the ring to address the crowd. And it's someone I'm always happy to hear from. And usually the crowd is too. It's the Dagger. Daggerick. Dark Lords. I've come to bargain. Do you want a match, Dark Lords? 'Cause me and Gorm sure do. And we think we're strong enough. Oh, let me be clear what I'm saying. Gorm and I are strong enough to take on all three of you bastards. Yeah, that's right. We aren't calling one of you out. We ain't calling two of you out. Nah, we're calling all three of you out. A little 2-on-3 action, if you will. That is, if you got the balls. Well, somebody responded. It is the Vampire Lord himself, Jean Tristam. Well, first off, Daggerick, how rude. I sent in a little audio and it hasn't been played yet. And you come out and challenge us. I suppose I could have sent out one of my fellows, but one of them has a match tonight. But that's fine because, well, this is going to be a simple conversation, I think. Oh, aye. Should be simple enough. You heard me, Tams. We take you all three on. Because we can. Well, I don't know. Do vampires have balls? Law's really sketchy on that part. Dagrick, my testicles are none of your business. But as for the match, you want a 2-on-3 match against the Dark Lords? Well, if that's what you want, I mean, we'll take those odds. That's good to hear. I was worried you might want to find an excuse to weasel out. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to showing you muckrakers up. Now, I want to be sure we're being very clear. It's actually 2-on-3. You're not going to have a surprise partner. A certain other vampire who used to team up with Gorm. Because I will deal with Sam Jax. But in his own time. Oh, no. I am a dwarf of my word, Jaunt. I said 2-on-3. I meant 2-on-3. We'll take you on, and we'll deal you out. Just like that. What do you say? I say I'm looking forward to taking you and Gorm out of the picture permanently so that I can then focus on my real problem, which appears to be another vampire invading my territory. Jean, I'm right here. Deal with the problem in front of you, not the one that's nipping at your heels. So, you, the Sith Lord, the Fey King, versus the Dwarf and the Goliath. Just like the Raven Queen intended. Oh, no, don't bring deities into this. It's rude. But no, I'm absolutely delighted that you are taking your life in your own hands and throwing it away. Nothing could make me happier. Well, that was unexpected, but then again, I guess Dag and Gorm are feeling really confident in themselves right now. But that is going to be something I guess I'm going to have to set up. But as Jean said, we did get some audio from him earlier, and I guess we should play it now. So, folks, a message from earlier. Here we go.
Good evening, Warzone. Phasian here, firing line, and I find myself with none other than the Dark Lord, John Tristram, here at the Crimson Cabaret after, I want to say it's been a few weeks.
Yes, a few weeks, and we come close to the end of the new year, but let's get a few things out of the way. Firstly, I am entirely healed, and don't even try to use poison against me yet. It's not going to end well, and I've already adapted.
I was about to say, it seems like you're more than just back to yourself. You almost seem a little bit different, John. Oh, but let's get on with the interview. One side question before we get into the meat of it. Do you have any response to what Theron's wife has been saying in regards to looking at you for USBs, things like that. There's a lot of discussion regarding the...
Oh yes, the interloper that somehow slipped by the heroes. I'm not surprised. While I have nothing to do with it, regardless of whether I've used USBs and tactics like that in the past, that was out for revenge that has nothing to do with me. More importantly, our dismay is brought to dealing with the Goliath and the Dwarf.
Yes, the tag team of Dagrick and Gorm, whom they haven't picked a name yet, but it seems like they're dead set on you and the Dark Lords sort of colliding in the near future.
Them, and it seems many others, but I'll get to subjects in the future. Regardless of what a dwarf, a Goliath, a vampire, a dragon, who knows what. I'm very used to fighting fantastical creatures. I mean, I have before.
You have before. Well, I'm going to have to interview you on that later. Do you have anything else to say to the Warzone roster or the rest of the Multiverse Nexus?
The Lord Regent simply is. And there's no stopping what is meant to be. I'll get my hands on the TTD and eventually the heavyweight title. Have a good evening and enjoy your holidays.
Is it just me? Or is anyone else a little creeped out by a vampire telling you to enjoy your holidays, especially when Thanksgiving is coming up this week? Yeah, anyway. All that's fine. Everything's fine. How are you? Let's focus now on our next match, which involves a member of the Absolute Units, which they also have some audio. Normally I wouldn't play two audios back to back, but apparently our timing got off. So folks, the Absolute Units.
They say fighting your way to the top is the hardest part because you need to have that fire constantly burning inside you.
It's not. It's staying at the top once you get there. Because everyone that wants their shot at you has the same fire that you had.
So your fire needs to grow even more. You need to get even hungrier than you were before. Because what got you there won't be enough to keep you there.
So, you train. You fight.
You don't let up because as long as you have that gold,
they will never stop gunning for you. So you need...
Oh, excuse me, gentlemen. I thought the booth was empty.
Hey, Em.
Yes?
Thanksgiving's coming up.
And?
There's still a seat at the table for you.
You're very persistent, aren't you?
Yeah, we're dumb that way.
Thank you.
Not giving up, are we?
Like he said. We're dumb that way.
Well, and there you have that. But in the meantime, we got a match, and it does involve one of the units. So, you know what time it is. Let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Absolute Adonis Washington.
Adonis Washington, one half of the Multiversal Tag Team Champions, come into the ring. And of course, we saw last week the Absolute Units as a unit take on the fascinating team of OTP and Grizzly Adams. And if you didn't get the memo, the units proved why they're the champs.
And introducing their opponent, registered Anon.
And it's Florida Man. Last week, he and his team did not get the victory, but it's Anon. He is a lot of things, and one of them is persistent. And both coming out alone. But we did lately, the watchword of OTB has been no shenanigans. Trust us. Which I'm not gonna lie, feels weird. But so far they've kept to it. So it is Adonis and Anon. Oh! And right off the bat. Oh! You gotta be careful. Anon is wiry. And surprisingly strong. Case in point. Just like, see, you wouldn't think somebody with Anon's frame could be throwing somebody like Adonis around, but here we are. Oh, but as he learned last week, there's a reason Adonis has gold around his waist. Oh, going for an over-the-top rope senton, but Anon just, kind of just stepped back. Oh, off the steps. And the power. And throwing him back in the ring, which is good. We don't want another Galaxy Brain tonight. And Adonis, oh, raking his eyes, bringing him down. And another kick out. Oh, and again, nobody home, but this time it was Adonis not there. And a sling blade, the power of Adonis. And setting him up, and was setting up for absolute authority, and Anon punched his way out. And getting a splash from up top. Kick out at 2. Oh, taking him out at the shin. Pushing Adonis off. Getting some momentum, and a frog splash. And into the corner, but not for long. Adonis setting Anon up. Little leverage with the leg. Adonis putting on the brakes, but still getting a running neck breaker. Oh, and down goes Washington. And up goes Anon. Oh, and again, Adonis out of the way. And both men back in the ring. Adonis daring him. Setting up for a bloody end, and Adonis goes, ha, gotcha. And going for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. And Anon goes, better part of valor is sometimes just getting out of the ring. And throwing Adonis, and Anon decides, yeah, just time to get back in the ring. Or going up top. Oh, double axe handle from Uptown. A little bit of that Uptown funk. Up to a 3 count. A pile driver on the outside. We're up to a 7. And now oh no! Anon, you're not! Yeah, he is!
And your winner, registered Anon.
Get out of there! Get out of there! And Anon deciding to use galaxy brain tactics. I mean, that gets him the win back from their loss last week, but I don't know if it actually settles a damn thing. But well, you know what? Sometimes it's those big brain tactics. Well, we've got some other, how do I say this? Some interesting things going on in our world involving various of our wrestlers. One of those, after an attack last week, after the Nexus Titan match on the champion Tommy Black by none other than Johan Mjoln. And before I get to that, there is a social media post from Adonis Washington saying, I may have lost, but I got to show what I'm made of, Anon. Or good, guess that's GG, Anon. Yeah, that story is far from over. Anyway, yeah, after the title defense against Buck Bumble, Johan Mjoln stormed the ring and attacked Tommy Black. Now, to comment on that very attack is the Son of Thunder himself, not Tommy, wow. It's already going to be one of those nights, ain't it, folks? Johan Mjoln!
Warzone! What's good? Tommy Black, the mad lad of London himself. For those who do not know, we go way back, him and I. Did a lot of indies together, and when we were both brought into Friday Night Flashbang, we saw it as an opportunity to not only improve ourselves as fighters, but to garner the glory that we so deserved. Now, recent events excluded, I always looked at Tommy as a true friend. I mean, you don't really get a whole lot of those in the wrestling industry. But color me surprised when I saw Tommy take the Nexus Titan Championship and deciding to go, well, my way of doing things. Answering every call, fighting to your hardest, fighting to the last breath. And it's with that I see it. I see those early signs that I went through when I had my own open call championship. And frankly speaking, Tommy, you're going down a slippery slope, my friend. So I said to myself, why stay on the sidelines and talk when I could practice what I preach? And I could help my friend. Let's speed the process up a little. Because Tommy, you and I are not so different. You and I are one and the same. All it's going to take is just a guiding hand to help you on this journey.
Well, that's ominous. Speaking of ominous, last week a challenge was laid out by the hardcore hound Alistair Evergreen, challenging Adrian Driscoll to a steel cage match. This, of course, involves the fact that the former member of the Night's Watch, one West Wind, defected from the team and has joined forces with the aforementioned Driscoll. And so that just leaves the question, what say ye, Adrian Driscoll? Well, we don't have to wait long to find out, as the deal maker himself is ready to answer. Alistair Evergreen, I want you to understand I am a simple man at heart. I make deals. And it seems you have a deal you want right now to face me in a steel cage. Now, I'm sure everyone's expecting for me to throw some curve to this deal, something that I want in return for agreeing to face you in a steel cage. And honestly, there is one thing I want, Alistair. I will accept your steel cage match challenge if we have it next week. That's it. That's all. Nothing fancy, nothing big. I don't really need anything from you anymore. I was never really interested in you, Alistair. Just West Wind. Because he was the one with potential. And he is the first person to have the intelligence to see what I can offer. But you want to make it an issue. And who am I to disappoint you, Alistair? So yes, I accept your challenge. So long as we face each other next week. I'm sure the brass will be amenable. So see you soon. That was the most straightforward thing in the world, and I'm still creeped out. Why is something that simple creeping me out? Great, I'm scheduling a match for next week in a steel cage. Gotta get this. Note to maintenance and ring crew. Go get the steel cage for next week. Okay. Now, it's time for our first title match of the night. And you'd think, well, anything will be less creepy than what we just saw. And you would normally be right in thinking that. Except that it is a title defense for the Underworld Championship, currently held by the Living Nightmare Necrom. And as for his opponent, well, very appropriate. You know what? We're just heading to ringside. Everyone's at gorilla position. We're ready.
The following match is for the Underworld Championship. Introducing first, Punk Master Ghost.
So it is the Punk Master Ghost challenging Necrom for the Underworld Championship. And, you know, if there's anyone who seems appropriate to challenge for the Underworld Championship, it's a ghost. Oh, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. It's a ghost. I actually don't know if that pisses him off or not. I should really check with him. So, it is going to be... We've had some of these... It's been a while since we've had an Underworld match, because Necrom had been focusing on harassing Tommy Black, who now has to deal with Johan.
And introducing their opponent, they are the Underworld Champion, Necrom.
And there he is with that creepy lantern, which I still am surprised we haven't gotten letters from Michael Macabre. But there he is, the living nightmare, Necrom. Who won that Underworld Championship due to deal making with the former producer of MNW Blast, Sir Unkley Dunk, who is now, I understand, finally got into some low-income housing. Although apparently it's, from what I understand, it's a roommate situation. He's having to share the living arrangements with other people. I don't know who. He won't tell me. But meanwhile, Necrom coming to the ring, defending the Underworld belt. And folks, you have to understand with Necrom, this isn't something he really dodges. He likes a good challenge. He wants a good fight. And I think he believes he'll get one from the Punk Master Ghost. Excuse me there, folks. And that's what it's all about, the Underworld belt. So there he is, the Punk Master. And, of course, the champion, Necrom. A terrifying figure. But now, surrendering his belt for the ceremony of the belt. And there it is. And with that, it is time. hoisted up and up, floating over. And getting him up into that suplex. And with up, here he goes, hoisted up and hung out to dry. Oh, with a slingshot. Now, go. I thought they were going to be trading blows, but there comes the Ghost with the chops. Oh, elbow to the face. And wrenching him with the rope. And PM in the corner and just getting body blow after body blow. And going for the pin. And over the top. And Necrom going outside the ring after him. Just throw him back in. Necrom is not one for Galaxy Brain tactics, which we've seen once tonight. The other count out was a double. Nope, he wants to beat you, and he wants to do it in the ring. And with that suplex, the Ghost is lining him up. And I thought he was setting up for Ghost Rider. No, he's doing a slingshot. Getting those body slams in, and elbow for good measure. And Necrom chasing after PM. And neckbreaker! And down goes PM after several knees to the face. Ghost going, trying to fight back, but Necrom having none of it. And again, using the ropes to his advantage. Necrom's got him in the corner. Is he choking him? And again, and the ref's trying to count 1, 2, 3, and he breaks it. And now you can see Necrom setting up for the kill. Jawbreaker! And getting him over his knee now. 1, 2, just a 1 count. And up. Looks like he was trying to set up for a Dream Eater. But Ghost fights out. And now Ghost going up top. And a kick out at 2. Taking the Ghost down. And does he have him? 1, 2, 3.
Your winner and still Underworld Champion, Necrom.
And and now just creepily standing over PM. I think he's trying to tell him it's okay in a not at all okay way. But the winner and still Underworld Champion, Necrom. Yeah, that's just sort of... And there is now a post on social media by The Professional saying, Necron's grip remains tight on that belt. Time to put in some extra effort. Well, there you heard it from The Professional himself. But there are, besides, well, that's, well, and then now we're hearing from Sasquatch Wing, there will be day when Necrom reigns, and this one will see to that. So, two veterans with their eyes on the living nightmare. This is and the truth of the matter is, that's just how Necrom likes it. There are some situations that happen in this business that, quite honestly, I swear sometimes take on a life of their own. And I could try and rein them in. And sometimes I can. And in times like that, it's just throw up my hands and hope for the best. And right now, the situation that is the most of that nature, outside of whatever the hell with the Outlaws and Hero Time and the Outside Intruders, is the situation between R. Sawyer and Jagger Blackthorn. I could try and give you explanations. I could try and give you backstory. But it's too much! You know what? Let's just hear this message that I received from our Sawyer.
Last week was cathartic, to say the least. And the manner in which we won the match. Oh, that was funny. It was hilarious. And as for Payne, I'll let him be to tackle his little knock, no problem. I mean, the Outlaws certainly have enough on their plate as is. For you and me, Jagger, you know, I had a little look back at just what you've done since you appeared in Warzone. You were a man that Flashbang didn't want. You were too much for Flashbang, and so they were all too happy to throw you away and have you end up in our neck of the woods. And when you wanted to try and make a name for yourself, you put yourself against the Good Doctor, and you lost. And then you put yourself against the Lord Regent George Tristan, with a little side distraction for me, and you lost. It seems that you are willingly running into dangerous, even fatal situations, and you keep losing, barely surviving by the skin of your teeth. You seem to be a prey that willingly jumps into the mouths of predators, and that is just... what are they teaching you over at Flashbang? This is far below common sense. Well, I might be on the hunt for you, but I'm a patient predator. I'm not going to rain down hell. I'll just let you marinate in your fear of what I could do. And when this race is run, you're gonna learn something from this. And you'll either learn it too late when I put you down, or you'll learn exactly what you need.
Well, and that's not all. Because we also have a message from the Stormcrow, Jagger Blackthorn.
I bet you got a good laugh out of your big win last week, Sawyer. And if you're trying to humiliate me, I know you're capable of doing it way better. I mean, you went out of your way to look into my history since I was banished to Warzone. I challenged Dr. Grimm, and I lost. And I paid a very heavy price. But I kept going. I challenged John Tristram and lost more often than not, and honestly, he beat the shit out of me, bringing me to the brink of death. But I kept going. And last week I lost to you by countout. And you know what? I'm gonna keep going. Do you know why I'm gonna keep going, Sawyer? Maybe you should look into everything I've said in my past and look for your answer. Since you want to look into my history so much, life can be a flaming hot piece of garbage, buddy. The fact I know better than anyone else around here. There is something to be said about picking unwinnable fights against enemies more powerful than the challenger. It's a matter of perspective, really. I'm in your crosshairs, Sawyer. Take the damn shot. Oh yeah, and it'll be heard all around the world. And when all is said and done, and I'm left broken in a bloody mess, I'm gonna get back up, take a goddamn stiff drink, and keep going forward. If I gave up at the first enemy that was more powerful and clever than me, you think I'd be here today? No. I have always been life's biggest problem, and now that problem has been dropped onto your doorstep. What you gonna do about it, Sawyer? So saith the Stormcrow.
So that's what we got to deal with. That situation is not coming to a head anytime soon. Not even a little bit. And the thing that's got me thinking is, oh boy, I know where it's gonna end. I can't even know when it's gonna end. What I don't know is how it's gonna end. But with all of that, folks, MNW is proud week after week to bring you the best in professional wrestling And we do that very well, but we are also a business and have to take out some time from our programming to pay some bills. And so, with that, it is time for us to take a brief commercial break. And when we come back, well, it's going to be a match involving Gorm the Goliath and a Dark Lord. See you after the break.
Feel the warm, milky, healing, Jesus-powered goodness that is Lactatanks. Step inside or be thrown in forcibly by registered Anon after you've gotten the shit beaten out of you by multiple people in one wrestling match. We swear nobody has ever died in a Lactatank. What is the Lacta made of in the Lactatank? We have no fucking clue, but we enjoy it anyways, and you will too. Lactatanks, come feel our warm, creamy, healing Jesus goodness.
Multiverse, Nexus Wrestling's Warzone, Flashbang, and Firing Line are all proudly sponsored by Enraptured Beauty. Our products, rather than using unnatural and harmful chemicals, revitalize your skin by boosting the natural elements already present and enhance your natural beauty so you too can love your best self.
It's morning in Multiverse, and the rest of day looms, looking to break the barrier like monster breaking human twig in a wrestling ring. But there is remedy. Squash roast coffee, made from finest naturally grown beans for best wake-up energy. That's because every bean have 10 beans within. That'll be 10 times more big energy than competing brand. More than enough big squash energy to power through day. Squash roast coffee. It's big cup of good stuff. Now available in decaf. Oh, but there is need to come down from blood rage.
When you want the most detailed and violent-looking pictures of battlegrounds, look for Perfect Snap Photography. We do bar fights, wars, underground wrestling, and weddings.
My wedding dress, you fat harlot!
Remember, Perfect Snap Photography. It'll be bloody perfect in a snap.
You too can now wage war against the flabby wrestlers of MNW with your own exclusive Zacko action figure. It comes with trios tag belt accessories and nut-kicking action. Pull the cord to hear Zacko's famous quotes.
Get that microphone away from me before I shot up your...
The Zacko Duo action figure, sold separately.
Whether you're working at home or giving your opponent work, we here at Lowe's are there for you. We're here with our sturdy tables and ladders that cease to exist if broken in half. We're here with rings that can stand up to even the most grueling of hoss fights. And when a locker room door is inevitably smashed by an angry lion woman, or a fiery undead leaves burn marks all over your paint, Lowe's will be there with a little elbow grease, a substandard 2x4, and a 6-figure bill. Don't believe me? Listen to these satisfied customers.
You know, I like Lowe's because they have tables that I can put pizza on because everyone else keeps breaking the goddamn tables.
This is Raphael Sampson here to remind you that Lowe's brand lumber is subpar at best. You deserve better. And trust me, I would know. I worship a carpenter.
Sometimes when executing wrestling justice, I've had to break down a few barriers and a few walls.
Oh, fucking damn it, Max, my wall!
Thank goodness I shop at Lowe's, so I can get the best deal on replacing and fixing all the walls I break.
Lowe's. Do it subpar for more.
Why?
And now, a message from the brass. This has been a message from the brass.
Have you or a beloved faction member suffered from a preventable workplace injury, jobber discrimination,
threatening lawsuits from VIP or harassment from Trashman Jones. You may be entitled to financial compensation and physical retribution. If so, please call Gorewheel & Associates Law Firm to schedule an appointment. We handle all cases, whether they be civil litigation, criminal litigation, or a backstage beatdown. We understand it's tough out here in the Nexus, and you need someone to both watch your back and break the other guys. So call 1-800-NEXUS-DEFENSE. And remember, you don't pay a fee unless we get blood and money for you.
And we're back. And folks, well, you heard it earlier tonight. The Daggerick putting forth a challenge accepted by the Dark Lords. It's going to be a crazy one. A handicap match, 2-on-3. Because, well, the Dark Lords have been, shall we say, mocking the team of Daggerick and Gorm, who at this point don't actually have a team name yet. But before we get there, well, here's a little bit of a preview match of what we might get to see during that. So what else is there to say but let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Gorm.
It is the Goliath, Gorm. Former member of the Conquest Bloodline. I'm sure he's really interested. I've heard that he had a very interesting meeting recently with his former faction mate, Semjax. But right now, more concerned about the situation with his current faction mate, Daggerick, as they prepare to take on the thorn in their side, the Dark Lords. And there he is, the Goliath, those tribal markings.
And introducing their opponent, Earl King West.
And it's the Fey King. Coming on down the Dark Lords, and let's be honest, Earl King West is the one who started all of this. Casting aspersions on the Dagger and the Goliath with their formation of their team. Now, I understand the Fey realms can border on the native realm of Gorm and Daggerick. And that might be all it takes. Or it could just, honestly, it could just be that Earl King West is an asshole. But either way, the King of Kings, as he likes to be called, versus the unstoppable Goliath. And they're off, and the Earl King with a Luthez press out of the gate. Going after the Goliath. Oh, stomping on his hand. And of course, the crowd is already, they know who their favorite is, and it's the one with the gray skin. And a neck breaker from Gorm. And now just bowling over, because Earl King West has got to remember, he may be so proud of his Fey power, but that's still a Goliath. Oh, just bringing the pain. And now Gorm is letting the Earl King know his displeasure. And he is going after Gorm, and Gorm absorbing it pretty well. Gorm, who trained all of the absolute units and got them to the point where they are now all champions. He himself has also recently held gold. Oh, flying shoulder. It's not, you know, it's always impressive when you see somebody like Gorm go aerial. Makes you wonder if he's got just a little air genasi in him. Probably not. And oh, slamming him down with the for the Horde. Bringing the elbow down. Elbow strike from the Fey King. And Earl King West setting up for it. Folks, it is the wrath of the Goblin King. And a kick out. And Wes is upset. He does not like it when people kick out after the wrath of the Goblin King. He also doesn't like it when people manhandle him like a rag doll. I, however, like it when people punch him in his incredibly punchable face. Just like that. Gorm putting on some flex, and oh! And a kick out at 2. And just picking him up and slamming him down. Oh, I think he was setting up for another for the Horde, but West fought out. And West getting elbows to the neck. Oh, clapper. And the big boot. Oh, and another kick out at 2. Okay. Oh, really? A Herd's charge out of nowhere. And now one set up.
And your winner, Earl King West.
And the Fey King stands triumphant, sending a message basically saying that this team of Dagrick and Gorm might have made a mistake challenging all 3 Dark Lords. And now, folks, with that in the books, this next person coming, you know, there are some moments where I'm like looking at the roster, looking who I deal with, and it's some people are just, there's a lot to be said for the interesting people I deal with on a regular basis. But this one, I know obviously what I'm saying up sometimes it creeped out. This one mystifies me but does not creep me out. But all I have is he has something to tell you. And by has something to tell you, he has a tale to weave, for he is the storyteller. Sit a while and listen. I, of course, pay attention to the tale that unfolds here at the heart of the multiversal Nexus. The story spun. And, of course, the stories can take twists, can take turns, can go in unexpected directions. There can be plot twists. There can be unexpected reveals. And there can, of course, be reversals of fortune. And that is what I'm here to address now. I am now addressing one Sir Uncle Dunk with a simple offer about a, shall we call it a form of redemption, but with a condition. You need to face an opponent at the upcoming pay-per-view, Millennium Dragon. And not me, I'm not talking about me. No. But you need to confront your darkest moment in a single night, Uncle Dunk. And with that, if you have the courage to face that, you will get a chance to write a new chapter in your life. So what say you, Sir Uncle Dunk? I come with an offer of redemption, but it is an offer, not a demand, an offer. So, Sir Uncle Dunk, will you take it? Okay. Interesting. It's like it's like Adrian Driscoll without the dread. Also with the giving you a choice, and it's very interesting. Also, the storyteller, I try and I understand he's a cosmic being. I understand that it's not so much weaving as understanding the forces of fate. I also know somehow he screwed up Dr. Grimm's plans in ways I still don't understand. But he's now offering Sir Unkley Dunk a chance at redemption at Millennium Dragon. And my only question is, does this involve 3 ghosts and some chains? So that's one to ponder, I guess. But now, of course, we need to wait to hear if Sir Unkley Dunk is going to accept the offer. Because ultimately, isn't that always the question? But while we wait for that answer, we got another match to get to. And this one, folks, this isn't a story. This isn't a feud. This is just 2 wrestlers who, there's a pay-per-view coming up, and they could use some beefing up for their records, for a chance to maybe be on the card. And so, really, what else is there to say but let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. It's Kane!
Folks, there he is, the master of 8,602 moves. A legend in the making. One of the most skilled wrestlers on the roster. It's Kane. And if you want to talk somebody who's walked a rough road and had, much like is being offered Unkley, he had to sink to the bottom before he could rise to the top. And who know all those years wearing that mask that this is what he looked like. Somebody recently said, why is it all the masked wrestlers when they get revealed are hot? I don't know. I can't explain it. But here he is, Kane. And he is about to face someone who also has a bit of a story and perhaps complicated past.
And introducing their opponent, Suplex Sam.
Representing VIP, Suplex Sam. During a recent MNW retrospective, it was talked about how Sam started out on Warzone, a bounty hunter for the Inquisition, before moving over to Flashbang, appearing in the first ever tag team match on the first ever Friday Night Flashbang, along with the rest of the Shoot Nation, facing the team of, wait for this, folks, Doom and the Creation. And now working for the richest man in the multiverse. And they come out swinging, and Kane actually misses. Sam, well, gets an advantage in an early suplex. Living up to his name. And, oh, missed elbow strike. Sam brings him down. Oh! And missed the leg drop. And getting slammed by Kane. And an arm drag. And Kane, oh, Kane about to show Suplex Sam something. A suplex of his own. A little bit of a take that to Sam I Am. Throwing Kane back in the ring. Oh, and that low drop kick. Kane floating over. And Snake Eyes. Which, in fact, is apparently move 11. And a trifecta of suplexes from Sam into a bridge. And Sam now getting set up for the Samplex. And a kick out at 2. Oh! Sam forgetting he's in the ring with a master, not a chump. Oh, Sam fighting back. Oh, and a sweep. Giving Sam a chiropractic adjustment out on the ring side. off of the barricade. Now, oh! We're up to a 7 count. Kane, get it back in the ring. And, oh, taunt to body. That is the one thing that can get even the best of them. Oh, and speaking, oh! Fight Night, I think he was setting up for a Kane O. Oh, and now whipping, a whip and pull elbow strike. And a hip toss. Kick out at 2. Sam is beginning to get frustrated. Kane, on the other hand, is just keeping focus. Oh, I think it is. It's Kano! Kano connects.
And your winner, Kane.
And with that, Kane reminds Suplex Sam just who the hell he is. One of the best in the business. Striking with that Kano, which is move 1 if you're keeping track. And thus does Kane, representing Hero Time, win a victory against the forces of VIP. And folks, we have, as of course, we are heading towards our main event, where we will see Juan Chance have his first defense of his TTV belt against the engineer of the murder cave, Chaz Lee. But before we get there, we have one more match. And before we get there, we have one more person who wants to come out and have his say to the crowd, and that is none other than the unknown soldier, Sergeant Major Payne. You know, I need to be focused, and I understand that I'm getting challenged again by Nakano Kirishima, but I don't have time for that. I have a chance to go after the Big Oof Championship, which is over on Flashbang, and bring it back to Warzone where it belongs. And I understand that there's going to be negotiations. It's going to take time. But in the meantime, while I'm getting ready, I don't want to retread my past. I need something new, something to challenge me until I can go after the Big Oof. I need someone I haven't faced before. Let's just say what it is. I need a challenge, and Nakano, you are not it. So, who's got something new for me? Oh boy. Folks, I don't know what I was expecting, but anyway, here's Wonderball, who kept trying, he was a thorn in Juan Chance's side while Juan was going after the TTV belt. I can only imagine what's going to happen here. Well, if it isn't the teacher's pet. The good boy who always gets what he wants. And now he wants a Big Oof title match. And he wants something new. Well, you want something new. Well, have I got a deal for you. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wonderball, you are not the challenge I was looking for. You are nothing but a pain in the ass whose goal in life seems to be just to annoy people. You say annoy, I say, shove their hypocrisy in their faces. And boy, have you got a knapsack full of hypocrisy. Knapsack, that's an army thing, right? Oh, I swear to Wonderball. Fine, if you want to step up to the unknown soldier, then that's on you, buddy. But understand that I'm going to shove my boot down your stupid throat. Oh, yeah, that's what I was looking for. So, no. I mean, all I need to do is show what a fraud you are, the good boy who always gets what he wants. Oh, I want my Big Oof championship back. Jerry, let me go to Flashbang. Okay, so first off, you ask, I won that opportunity in a match with more than one other opponent. I actually proved I was worthy to go after that. You're just coming out here with what is that? Schoolyard taunts? Dude, you're a professional wrestler. Have some dignity. I have some dignity, Wonderwall. Look, buddy. In the end, the guy who wins is the guy who's willing to do whatever it takes. If that means getting under his opponent's skin, if that means getting in his opponent's head, if that means getting him so riled up that you can easily choke out a bitch, that's what I'm going to do. I can 100% tell you were trained by Aiden Zero. 100%. Which makes me wonder, are you eventually going to have a crash out like he did? Because, man, I can see that in your future. But in the meantime, fine, you want to do this? Let's do this. But I want you to understand that you are, and I'm going to say this as plainly as I can so even you can understand it. You are what we in the business like to call a speed bump. And once I'm done with you, I can move on to something serious. Well, there we go. No, I don't get it either. I don't know what Wonderball's thinking. But hey, you know what? If he wants to, yeah, I'll give him this. It gets him on the card. I mean, for what it's worth, it does that. And Nakano Kirishima actually responded during that on social media saying, fine by me. I'm going to have my hands full with Taser Boy and the tight ass leagues anyway. All right, so those two, I mean, there's probably that challenge is going to sit out there, but in the meantime, Nakano admits there's outlaw business he's got to deal with. So here we go. Now, with that done, it's time for our penultimate match. And this one has a little history to it. With the whole situation we heard earlier tonight, Adrian Driscoll accept the challenge made by Alistair Evergreen for a steel cage match next week. But there were other people involved in that story. One of them, of course, is Westwind. But there's also a person who has honestly been in Adrian Driscoll's business since day one. And if you've been paying attention, then you know who Westwind is about to face. For those of you that don't, that's okay, because we're going to head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Seth Justice Jackson.
Seth Jackson, we haven't seen him in a while, but folks, if you don't know if you haven't seen Seth, you really should be asking yourself, where's Seth? Because there's a good chance he's looking into something. Because, say what you will, he is surprisingly one of the best investigators in professional wrestling.
And introducing their opponent, Westwind.
The Angelic Warrior, partnering these days with Adrian Driscoll, making a deal to achieve new heights. Of course, Driscoll has a long history with Seth Jackson. The person who's done a lot to investigate him. They've crossed paths multiple times. And it was a deal offer. You know, there was issues involving the Night's Watch and Seth teaming up to go after Driscoll that kind of led to where we are now. So this is in no way a surprising match. And Seth just telling Westwind, get off me. Oh, and that strike. Seth is, Well, Seth is bringing the pain to Westwind. Oh! And with... Oh, Westwind! No fan of Seth Jackson these days. For all of the hassle that Seth has caused him and Driscoll. Oh! And Seth now. Oh! Getting in the gut. And dive, taking out Seth and the ref. But folks, it's okay. The ref is functionally immortal. And whipped into the ropes. And trying to bring Seth over, and Seth reverses it. Wait, what the hell? Angelic transportation, or teleportation, or bilocation. But he's boggled Seth's mind, which is very boggleable. Reverse moonsault on Seth, and again, but the knees were up that time. Oh, Seth going for a clothesline and ducked. And a sit-down reverse powerbomb. And whipping Seth into the corner. Oh! Drop kick. Stalking Seth to the ropes and tossing him outside. And a setup and Seth was not where Westwind was expecting him. Up to a 3 count. Throwing Seth back in the ring. Westwind stalking around. And that flip. Westwind getting a little frustrated with Jackson. So heavenward! Heavenward connects. It is not looking good for Jackson. Hurricane Rana takedown, and now he is heading up top. The Angel is gonna fly. Cross body from the top. And now the corkscrew shooting star press. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Because if nothing else, Seth Jackson is one tough SOB. Oh, Tope Suicida, but no one was there to connect. Oh, I'm bouncing him off the Spanish announce table. Oh, and throwing him into the ref. Getting him down, setting him up. Oh, no! Not what I was expecting, and not what Westwind was expecting when the knees came up. Oh! Just hammering him down. And chasing him with a clothesline in. 1, 2, 3.
And your winner, Seth Justice Jackson.
And Seth emerges victorious. Little bit of a message to Westwind and Driscoll saying, don't forget, I'm here. I'm watching you. What was that distant stare in the ref's eye? That was maybe the creepiest thing I've seen tonight. Yeah, there are things, folks. There are things. Sometimes they happen, and I have to sit here and wonder what and why. But there is no more wondering because, well, it's that time. There's only one thing left to do. One place left to go, and that is to your main event. And it will be for the TTV Championship. It will be Juan's first defense against the engineer of the murder cave, Chasley, who says that Juan winning the TTV belt makes no sense. The numbers don't add up. So he needs to investigate personally. Which is great, but in the end, there's only one thing to do, and that is head to ringside. So say it with me. Let's do this!
Your main event is for the TTV Championship. Introducing first, Chasley.
There he is, folks, representing the Murder Cave. Right now, we only have 2 members of the Murder Cave active that we are aware of. That is Chasley and, of course, Grizzly Adams, who has something going on with OTV that I don't know. Chaz, not understanding how Juan won against Malice, needs to run the numbers up close. Which, of course, leaves us with the ongoing mystery of where is Dr. Grimm and Arkoff. The only other messages we get is from this automated system of Dr. Grimm's Doomsayer. I don't know a lot other than it apparently has something to do with Seventh Seal and the plot twist. I've tried to have people explain to me as best they can, and I just sort of play it. In the meantime, Chaz sets up to face this man.
Their opponents. They are the TTV champion. One Chance.
One Chance won the TTV belt off of Malice. And now, with his first defense, and if you're not familiar with the TTV belt, it comes with a particular stipulation. That being that if you can win 7 defenses while holding the belt, you get a shot at the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship, so long as you relinquish the belt. And that's what it is about. There he is, Chaz Lee, former Multiversal Heavyweight Champion himself. And One Chance, a man who's always just looking for another chance to prove himself. And now it is time for the ceremony of the belt, the TTV Championship, simultaneously the lowest tier belt on Warzone, and one of the most highly sought thanks to its special stipulation. And they are ready to go. And One coming out strong. And already Chaz, who said the numbers don't add up, maybe he's getting a chance to reconfigure his calculations. And Juan just sort of standing there waiting for Chaz. A disqualification victory does count as a title defense. All Juan has to do is leave the arena still TTV champion. And so Chaz now going after Juan, who just broke the count. And back in the ring. Oh! And a reverse clothesline on Juan. Oh, leaving Juan a little rattled, and down he goes. And showing Chaz what he can do. Which was kind of Chaz's question. And a kick out. Juan is trying to figure out how he is going to beat such a skilled and experienced performer, not to mention the absolute brutality that comes from being a member of the Murder Cave. Oh, and out goes Juan. And oh, pulling on Juan's mask. That is just disrespect to a luchador. And oh, into the ropes. Duck. And oh, suplex on Lee. Two count. Chaz in the corner and elbow strikes from Juan. Down goes Juan. So, of course, the question stands, can Juan rally? Can he make one more stand against his opponent? Reaching the arm. Juan getting Chaz in the corner. Elbow strike. Oh, and into those muscles. Now the thigh is a rough place to be hurt. But I don't think Chaz Lee skips leg day. Going for the pin. Kick out at one. Oh, sneaking around, getting a clothesline, Chaz Lee. Whipped into the ropes. Oh, and a diving punch. Chaz bringing the pain. Oh, elbow strike to the back of the head. And a clothesline over the top. So far, Chaz has not brought out the most devastating parts of his arsenal. Almost like he feels Juan doesn't deserve them. And Juan sliding back into the ring, challenging Chaz to join him. And a reverse neck breaker. Oh, sweep of the leg. Going for the pin. One. Was going for the hydraulic press and missed. Chaz nowhere to be found. And again, Chaz ducking him. Only a 2 count. Chaz trying to get back to the vertical base and kicked over the rope. Now looks like Juan's calling a shot. Oh, and yeah! Taking the engineer down. And now throwing him into the barricade. Weighing on the damage. We're up to a 7 count. Oh, and a DDT on the outside. And is he going to do it? Yep, at the last minute he breaks the count and takes down Lee. Although he looks none the better for it himself. Well, jawbreaker. You can see the frustration from Chaz not understanding how this is working. Now we're up to an 8 count. Leo realizing he has to break the count or he can't win the belt. And now finally getting Juan back in the ring with an intention clearly to bring Juan down. And Juan coming back. Knocking down Lee. What's Juan gonna do now? What he's gonna do is a Spada! 2, 3!
Your winner and still TT champion, one chance.
Well, Juan did it, and Chaz may not understand the math, but he's got to understand the result. One chance. Still your TTV championship, and that is one defense under his belt. 6 more, and he earns the right to challenge for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. And folks, that is a story for another day, because it's been a night and we are out of time. So thank you all for joining us. Please tune in next week. And until then, I've been your host, Jerry Aldini. Good night.